What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to DC Unplugged, and today I'm trying to find this scooter. I can't seem to find it anywhere, so what was that? Alright, well, we'll just keep going, I guess. Man, where is this thing? The scooter's around here somewhere. I know it is. Oh, there it is. Oh no. What's going on today, guys? Welcome back to DC Unplugged, and today we're reviewing the Dragon Predator. So let's get to it. Alright guys, so this is the Dragon Predator. So we've got a track behind us, there's no one on it, so let's get into this, guys, and get into this review and see what this little thing can do. And telling you right now, it's impressive. So let's go. So first off, guys, we'll run you through some stats. If you don't already know, this is a 60-volt system on the Predator with a 25.6 amp hour battery. This also is the first time Dragon has used a sine wave controller on their new 60-volt system. So we now have 30 amp sine wave controllers on this bad boy, and I can tell you right now, these things like to boogie and party. Just check it out. Crazy. It's so good. I'm only using one motor. So there's plenty of go in this. Like if I jump this in this dual, it's just let it bolt. Rolling from a 30, that's impressive. Can't complain with that, considering we've got fairly small motors on it. But it goes quite well. I'm impressed with it, very, very impressed. We're just shy of 4,000 watts on this thing, so it is very, very good. We've got awesome headlight that has a beautiful cutoff. I'll have to get some footage of that in the future, but this thing is an absolute champion to ride. Is a little bit stiff on the suspension, but works really well, especially for heavier people like myself. I'm up there towards the 90 kilo mark, and this thing's holding my weight, not a problem at all. So the handling of this, I like the bar placement and everything like that. You got hydraulic brakes, you got a screen there. It does get a little bit washed out by the direct sunlight, but that's a given. It is direct sunlight. As it is now when the sun's in that direction, I can see that screen perfectly fine. I can see the speed, what gear I'm in, if I'm in dual motor, all that kind of stuff, which is awesome on this. Obviously we've got this beautiful stem from the Lightning, borrowed from the Lightning V2. Super stiff, like just awesome, because then that way you can just really just have a party and throw this thing around and get boogieing. Love it. The throttle response on this is beautiful too. It's definitely something you could hand over to your grandchildren and they'd get used to it pretty quickly, as long as they're above that 16 or so they can get their head around it. It is quite powerful. It is definitely something that I recommend. Probably an amateur driver would definitely be able to get their head around it. As a beginner, you'd definitely be able to wear yourself into it, but it'd be definitely a bit of a shell shock for you, because there is quite a bit of power. Apart from that, we've got these awesome hydraulic brakes up the front here and the back. They pull up on a dime. I'll just show you that real quick. So good. And that's just using the front, so you can really toy this thing around. I find this the Predator is actually quite the playful chassis, to be honest. Very you can feel everything underneath here, which is awesome. I love that about this scooter, I really, really do. But yeah, so one of the coolest things I have to say about this scooter is that startup screen is just so damn cool. We'll get a clips of that. I'll roll that over the front there. That's it starting up there, man. Like, how cool is that? It is just one of the best startup screens. Along the side here, we've got buttons for your horn, which is actually quite loud. We've also got indicators here on the side, so you'll see those on the side of the scooter right now. That is in direct sunlight. We've also got on the right hand side here, right beside our horn, we've got our headlight switch, which is great. Beautiful cutoff beam on that, guys. That is one of my favorite things, and I go on about it all the time. There's no fun in actually blinding people as much as I know you want to see, but you also want that cutoff so then you're not blinding oncoming traffic and also pedestrians, which this does so bloody well. As well as that is connected to our steering. So when we steer, the headlight follows where we're going, which is awesome. Dragon really have actually put a lot of time and effort into this scooter to make this thing absolutely mint. I can't believe how well it's come together. It is beautiful to ride. It's a solid scooter. It's just everything you could possibly want and more. So you've not only got a 60-volt system, you've got range for days, which is awesome, which obviously we'll be doing a range review later on in the video. Those range review videos do take quite some time, so I have to work for perfect weather conditions to actually be able to record those. So please stay patient while we get into that one. You can change out the bars for new ones, which is great because you've got this clamp here. So if you're a taller bloke than myself, I'm 178 centimeters tall, and this is my riding height, which is actually my preferred riding height. However, if you are a taller statured guy, you'd probably want to get risers for this. So you know, you set up here or something like that for you, which is super easy with this. They've made that a dream, so you can just swap that out. But yeah, guys, we got everything here. We got thumb throttle, which I know a lot of people like. The thumb throttle is really responsive, has a little bit of a dead zone, not by much though, not much. But very, very nice. The grips actually feel really good too. These are actually really nice grips. They're supportive right on your thumb, like underneath your hand there. Yeah. Hydraulic brakes, we've got everything you could possibly need, as well as this does do cruise control. You just gotta go into P settings to activate that. Obviously, while we're on this review, we're not gonna be using cruise control, so that's obviously deactivated for me at the moment. Yes, you've seen me take my hands off the bars quite a few times. A lot of people are like, don't do that, rah! Can tell you now, yes, this thing is comfortable, but I've been around this track that many times. I know what I'm looking for, I know where the bumps are. I know I shouldn't, but it's a very easy scooter to ride. Very, very smooth surface we're riding on, so it's all good. Obviously don't encourage that. But beautiful riding scooter. It's super smooth on surfaces like this, which is probably mostly what you're gonna be riding on. It does really well. My foot position, pretty normal. Only to really complain I have with this scooter is probably this back rest here. It does feel like I'm kind of like making my arch of my foot like that, if that makes sense. Like really trying to get comfortable can sometimes be, on a long trip, might feel a little bit tedious. You might find yourself coming down here and riding it like this to get a bit more comfortable on that back heel. But you can do it. It's definitely doable. But yeah, apart from that, guys, this is the Predator. It's an amazing bit of kit. We've got carbon fiber front mudguard, carbon fiber rear mudguard. Of course, it's, you know, not real carbon fiber, but it's pretty cool to have there as a looks thing. It's really sweet. It's just basically carbon textured, which is pretty sweet. We've got all the buttons and bells and whistles we need for a very comfortable and long ride. Everything you need. You can see what gear you're in. You can even see on the screen here if you're in single or dual motor, which is brilliant. I love the fact that you don't have to feel the button or anything like that. You literally just look down and go, oh yeah, single, jumping into dual, and then you just take off. Speed of this with my weight on there, keeping in mind I am a 93 kilo rider, so I am up there in the weight. But for my weight, this thing got me hurtling along this track at 74 kilometers an hour. Like I said, this track, there's no one on here. It's a beautiful day for it. And I was able to actually get this up to 74 kilometers an hour, which is very quick, plenty of power. But yeah, not that you should be using that, that's unlocked. I've done this simply for this video, just for education purposes for yourself. And if you are gonna obviously use this on your own private property. So some people might be lucky enough to have a little track like this on their own property, which is pretty sweet. One of the most impressive scooters built by Dragon by far, and that's saying something. We've got the lightning stem, nice and easy to fold down. We've got all sorts of stuff going for this scooter. It is an absolute bargain of a scooter at the price that it is. I won't say the price of it in this video. Just head on over to Bike Scooter City, it has it listed there. It is definitely worth the money. for an all-round scooter, it is mint. Also, thank you very much to Bike Scooter City for actually lending this scooter out for review purposes for this video. I always love working with them. They're a great bunch of people to work with. And yeah, like, come on, man. The Dragon Predator, what a cool looking scooter. The colors are sick. It's definitely different to what they usually make. And I love it, I rate it highly. I give this scooter an easy 9 out of 10 on the old fun scale for what it is. Build quality, definitely also a 9. So it is up there, guys, with this. And yeah, we've got a lot of things going for it. The weight is 36.8 kilos. I'll weigh that on my own scales at home. So it is heavy, but that's being a given for a 60-volt scooter. It's going to be heavy. As soon as you're going up into those big high 60s, the 72-volt systems, they're always going to be heavy no matter what you do. So, but yeah, awesome scooter, 10-inch tires, exactly the same as the old Cyclone Pro tires actually that are on this, so which is pretty good. I actually like those tires. Stab proof, all the rest of it, which is excellent. Yeah, this scooter's got a lot of things going for it, guys, and I absolutely dig it. It is an awesome scooter. So the question is, do I rate the Predator? I definitely do. It is one of those really good scooters that you can have a lot of fun with, as well as handling, suspension, everything you could want in one package at a reasonable cost. Can't go wrong with that. That is an awesome scooter. I really rate this thing. It is an absolute legend of a scooter. Again, Dragon have done really well on that. And again, thank you very much, Bike Scooter City, for lending us out the scooter to be able to review. So I really appreciate that, those guys. Thank you again, Bike Scooter City. Awesome scooter. Again, if you want to know more prices wise, jump on their website, have a look. All the prices are listed there, which is pretty sweet. And yeah, go get yourself one of these, man, because they are so good. Such a good little nifty scooter, and the price is just on point. It is so good. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for your love and support, guys. I've been reading some comments. Thank you all so much for your support. Hope you really enjoyed this review. Leave us a like and a comment, even subscribe if you want to. Doesn't hurt. It definitely keeps you up to date with any more reviews or even builds that have been, if you've been around for a while, you know what those builds are. It'll definitely help you find out sort of stuff like that. So definitely like and subscribe, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Cheers.